Hey folks, how's it going? Apparently, the crying technique still works. A day after posting the Jan video, the game magically fixed itself and went back to working the way it was. This means I could finally rank up 6 to 120 and suffer the disappointment of not even getting a Fate episode, as well as try to go back into the campaign exclusive quest to mine White Dragon scales. I'm going to need 500 more for Song and another 1000 for Tien. While I'm in there, I was wondering how much experience I would be getting since I hear people reaching character EMP level 999 by farming this, and I wanted to compare this to sliming to see which one would be better to farm class mastery experience. The setup for the campaign quest is fairly standard. Outside of 6 I don't have other characters in need of experience or EMP, so I can just go in with this. Kodulu can be replaced with anyone else needing experience, and so can the backline. In order to run this properly, we'll also need to use the bookmark skip for the reward screen. Let's go to the screen capture for a second and set this up. First, you need to go to the quest you want to repeat and get to the summon selection screen. From here, just copy the address, edit your Granblue bookmark and paste it there. The rotation for farming is fairly simple, just pick your summon as usual, leave the quest on semi-auto and either auto or attack once and refresh. Once the result pops in, the first part of the UI that gets loaded is the item tracker on the bottom. The moment the item pops up, you can click the bookmark and go back to the selection screen, saving a little bit of time and the clicks for accepting experience, possible chips, Halloween candy, and clicking play again. You could also set the game's graphics on light mode and turn the audio off to make it even a bit faster, but it makes everything look like a blobby mess. I also like to keep a second window open just to refresh potions from time to time and avoid the slowdown that happens when the game tries to pot by itself. So, I've run this a few dozen times. It turns out each clear takes around 14.5 seconds and gives roughly 1.3 million experience per hour, meaning it would take a bit over 4.5 hours of farming to get all the 6 millions required to max out a class mastery from scratch. Keep in mind that I'm still playing on around 280p, so your mileage may vary drastically. For sliming, it's almost the same thing. Update the bookmark link and you're ready to go. There's only one small detail that needs to be worked around. If I refresh using F5 after casting Ground Zero, I get sent to the quest menu and I've got to click on resume to get back on the second part of the fight. This doesn't happen if you use the back button on your mouse or Alt plus left arrow. So once you get in, it's Ground Zero, back, full auto for Glorious Nuke, refresh, wait for the item in the bottom to be loaded, press bookmark and restart. If you press the back button too early, it might lock you on a loading screen, so do watch out for that. For these slimes, I've done 10 runs with Nobio plus Kaguya and 10 more with double Nobio. They ended up around the 22-second runtime, but the experience you get is unstable and it's going to vary a lot based on how lucky you get with the King Silver slime spawn. With a Kaguya support, assuming 2 normal clears, 1 swarm, 1 gold, 1 silver slime spawn, it's about 2.5 million experience per hour, only going down to 2.2 millions per hour with a double Nobio, meaning it would take a bit over 2.5 hours of continuous grinding to max the class out. In conclusion, in terms of pure experience, sliming still wins hands down, but either I lock myself in the campaign quest, or I'll be left farming White Dragon scales in Angel Halo, at the rate of 1.5k experience per run, which isn't exactly an appealing option. Alright then, that's going to be it for me for the moment. As always, thanks a lot for watching, good luck with your grind for your masteries, and see you soon. Ciao!